everybody, and welcome to Airport Plaza Jewelers, the showroom, live once again. We weren't here last week,
No.
but we're here this week. Now, I know it was advertised it was going to be Don and Rick, but Don and Rick got called away, I think, to Washington, D.C. It may have had something to do with this debt ceiling thing or whatever, so it was important. But Don did ask if Joe and I'm Brian Dickman, you are?
Joe Giambra.
And we're the marketing team, and Joe is also part of our sales team right here at the showroom. And tonight, we're going to talk about the care, the cleaning, the maintaining, and upgrading of your jewelry. So we're going to have some fun tonight, right?
Absolutely.
It would not be a night without fun, information, and
Free stuff to
free
give away.
stuff to give away. So we're going to tease you. We're going to show you a couple of the things we're going to give away. First of all, where is it? Oh, yes. This fine, fabulous bracelet, sterling silver bracelet. We do have a sterling silver case. If you've been to the showroom before, you know that we do have some sterling silver jewelry. And this is one, it'll be a nice example because, you know, every once in a while, we've got it in the display case, but sterling silver can get a little, you know, where it loses its luster a little bit. And tonight we're going to be talking about TARN-X, and this particular bracelet we just buffed up really nice and beautiful, and somebody's going to walk away with that tonight, or they'll walk away with it once they come in the store and pick it up and walk out the door. And what else do we have? We have, this will be a little later in the show, we're going to be giving away a gold Tweety Bird pendant on a nice vermeil chain. There it is.
Gotta love Tweety.
Gotta love Tweety. One of the very fine Warner Brothers cartoon characters. So that's what you have to look forward to tonight. We're going to be spinning the virtual wheel to give them away. We are going to be doing some trivia, but the trivia is not for prizes tonight. It's just for bragging rights. One thing we found out is that everybody's trivia answer shows up differently on different computers, so we don't know who really was the winner. So we're going to do some trivia, but I think it's better off just doing that for some
bragging rights.
That's right. All right, so let's talk about the care and cleaning of your jewelry. Here's some things that you can do in the privacy of your own home, and you're going to be stunned by the highly incredible stuff that is used for caring for your jewelry at home, starting with Joe. Let him see it. Dawn, go ahead.
This magnificent tool has been used for generations. Not only will it clean your baby ducks, not only will it clean the dirtiest of your dishes, but this can put some shine on grandma's old ring, your old ring, whatever you want. Just Dawn will clean anything. You know, it's that added saying,
Good.
How do you clean it? Soap and water.
And it can clean pearls, it can clean emeralds, it's safe for your jewelry. The GIA, the Gemological Institute of America, does recommend mild dishwashing liquid, preferably Dawn, for cleaning your jewelry. So yeah, as Joe said, if it can get the grime off your baby ducks and get the grime out of your jewelry as well at home. So that's one thing. What else do we have here, Joe?
And if anyone's a fan of my Big Fat Greek Wedding, we all know how important Windex can be. Yes, Windex. Windex is great for cleaning. Windex is actually great for cleaning diamonds.
And if you're at the big Greek wedding and you get spaghetti, spaghetti sauce wouldn't be at a Greek wedding, would it? But you get spaghetti sauce or anything on your things, tzatziki, Windex will clean that up. It's got just enough soap that it'll, do the job, and it won't goop up your jewelry like all that other lotion and stuff. And as we've shown many times at the showroom, a little squirt of that on your ring, and it'll help your ring get on and off over that knuckle if your your knuckles are growing like me and all the other old people are.
A little thing, if your rings are getting hard or getting a little harder for you to take off your hands, soap and water helps. You can clean your ring while you're taking it off. Windex helps, and it's great for diamonds. And so they're great tricks for getting your rings off, and at the same time, hey, you can clean them while you're doing it.
And
Runner says you could clean your dishes and use and clean your jewelry at the same time.
That's right.
Pretty much, yeah.
What I've always hoped for would be a like a window cleaner that's also a bug spray. So when those flies are like going around on your windows, you could just squirt them with the bug killer, and it would also clean your windows. But
Pat has a question. Why only Dawn dish detergent?
It doesn't have to be just Dawn. This is just the recommended one. This has been around.
I know whatever magic formula they use to make Dawn and how they advertise it on TV, that it removes the grease like unlike any other ones, and it really does. I think it's just the best formulated of the dishwashing liquids to be able to get that grease off most effectively. Does that mean the other ones won't work? No, they'll probably work. It's just we're not being compensated by Dawn to heavily promote their product, apparently.
No.
You need to write that.
Yes, but that's a good question. So now, for the real stubborn, once things start getting tarnished and things like that, then we pull out the big league stuff. What is that, Joe?
Now this is TARN-X, TARN-X. This is great for just about all jewelry cleaning, and not just sterling silver or gold. You can do it for your copper stuff, your platinum stuff,
Your diamonds.
It doesn't even have to be your jewelry. I mean, this really does clean anything that might be gold or silver or just all of that. Tarnish remover is really the best thing.
Yeah.
Now,
But I'll interrupt. There are a few things you'd want to be real careful. Probably not even want to try gemstone jewelry, pearls, emeralds, opals, the softer gemstones. Probably not the best thing to be utilizing TARN-X with sapphire and ruby, because sometimes they're treated and we would, the color might be leaching out or whatever. So you can use it for any jewelry that's, the gold and copper and things like that, the metals, diamonds, because diamonds have that harder property. Gemstones, you'd want to stay away from a little bit.
Yeah, so these are the everyday products that are good for cleaning. This is the heavy duty stuff. This is the one you got to read the instructions on before you start using it. But it's still easy.
So what we've decided is tonight, in addition to the prizes we've already talked about a little bit, we're also going to randomly spin that virtual wheel, and we've created a fabulous at-home jewelry cleaning kit. I know. That's going to contain Dawn and Windex and TARN-X and the other tools we haven't even talked about yet.
The best jewelry cleaning tool in the world.
A soft toothbrush.
Yep.
And also, of course, we'll include a jewelry care cloth with our jewelry cleaning kit. And whoever the winners are going to get it in this fabulous gift wrap box or package, because that's what we do here at the showroom.
That package was so good, we should just be giving them away empty.
One of the important things that we need, the soft toothbrush for doing our home cleaning. Another important thing you're going to need is not one, but two little plastic bowls, okay? You'll want those. One that we're going to put some Dawn liquid in. So let's do that now.
Let's show them how easy it is.
Boom. This is how easy. And I've got a toothbrush that I didn't take out of the package, so we'll just get that in there a little bit. So now we have a bin of soapy water, and we've got a bin of clear water, and all we need to do, here's a nice example of a 14, can I show that, John?
Yep.
A 14 karat gold.
Higher.
Right there. Horseshoe ring, lucky horseshoe ring. And we're at home, so why not? We'll just kind of take the toothbrush, give it a nice light rubbing over there. Am I doing that good for you? Soft toothbrush. Can rub it right on the diamonds real softly. All right, so we've got that. And now we'll just take the clear water, give it a little rinse. All right. And there we go. We've got, and you can do that while you're watching TV, whatever, or in the kitchen by the sink. And now it's a little wet. We've got one other tool I didn't talk about yet. It's just a fantastic, a lot of people use them for their computers.
Yeah.
So you got a laptop at home.
You can let it air dry. This is just a quick air dry.
But for fun, we can just.
we don't have half an hour.
There. Right. Okay. So that's that. Just do another ring real quick. Doesn't take long to do. Just a little brush.
Barbara Renner's wondering if Windex removes tarnish from silver.
No.
Joe
No.
says no.
No, it will not, but TARN-X will. TARN-X will definitely get rid of that. Or even the blue cloth, depending on how it is.
Right.
In fact, the blue cloth is pretty simple.
Yeah, the white is more
white,
for cleaning.
The white is the one that you use to kind of really get the gunk off, the tarnish, the discoloration, and so on. And the blue is what helps get that shine back on it. So you'll see it turn black, even if you don't realize a ring is dirty or whatnot. You will watch this turn very dirty, and you can keep doing it. You can go over the same spots over and over again. But yeah, you'd clean it with the white, and then the blue would get it nice and shiny again. Cool thing about these cloths too, they're machine washable, or you can just wash them with soap and water in the sink, and just they're reusable, they're rewashable.
And they're not real expensive. I don't even know. I think they're like $10 or something like that.
Yeah,
we have
$10.
some in stock now. Sometimes we don't, but you can find them at Target, at Walgreens, places like that. You know, they're pretty common.
TARN-X is relatively easy to get to, but not in every single store. So you definitely need to ask around in some places. I don't know who has Amazon, but Amazon has it. And they're less than $10 too. So
and obviously our little cleaning setup here, not just for rings. I mean, here's a gold chain. You know, this one's a gold vermeil chain. But again, same thing. Just get that little soapy water, give it a little brush. This is just things you can do without even having to come into the showroom, despite the fact that we do want you to come into the showroom. But anyway, let's rinse that off. And there we go. So we're cleaning at home. There we go. Okay, so moving on. Now, with the TARN-X, you don't want to really use the TARN-X necessarily on plated gold jewelry. We're talking use it for the real
this is
stuff.
the real good stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, like I said, this is the heavier duty stuff. So if you got some plating and you put this on there, like, you don't want the gemstones, you don't want all those porous things. You don't. This is for the
right. And when you use the TARN-X, again, use a bowl like a plastic bowl, something you're never going to reuse. You would never want to use TARN-X, put it in the dishwasher and try and eat cereal out of it or whatever. No. Just use it as a one-time thing. Use your TARN-X and a disposable thing. Throw it away when you're done. Wear gloves when you're using
wear
TARN-X.
gloves unless you want your fingerprints to dissolve off.
Right.
And another note, you can't mix metals. When you make a bowl, it can only be gold. It can only be silver. It can't be mixed gold and silver mixing in the same thing, because if you start mixing them together, they might change colors on each other. So if you make one bowl for gold and only gold, and then if you make another bowl, one bowl for silver and only silver, and you don't have to save the bowls, you can dump it. That's relatively cheap. You can. I would recommend disposing of down the toilet, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, not necessarily always down a sink. But yeah, it's not going to harm anybody, but just keep in mind it's not Windex.
Right.
It's not.
Wear gloves.
Yeah, wear gloves.
Use it on a lot of those things. Just, gemstone jewelry, stay away from a little bit. And gold-plated things, stay away from a little bit. I would just want to point out, I just noticed this on the label. I got it there?
Good enough.
This is a woman-owned company. Made in the USA. How about that? There we go. Woman-owned product made in the USA. All right. Just wanted to bring that up. Okay. And now they've got some scuffs. I mean, my wedding ring's 41 years old. So, I mean, it's got some scuffing and everything else. Now's the time we would say, bring it into the showroom. We will clean your jewelry, inspect it, no charge. If you bought it here, even better. We'll inspect it. If there's any problems with the diamonds and things like that, if you bought it here, we're going to make sure that we get those prongs tightened in, and it's a perfect time for us to be able to check for that. And how often do we recommend people bring in their jewelry to get cleaned up?
As often as possible, but try not to wait longer than 6 months.
Yeah.
Really try and come every 3 months. If you come every 6 months, that's really the best thing to do.
Yeah.
Because
Well, and every 6 months, especially with something that was purchased here, because, you know, we don't sell you a warranty like the big box stores, all that baloney, you know, yeah, for $300. And if you bring it in every 6 months, but not 6 months in one day, forget about it. Try and bring it in every 6 months, so that makes us feel comfortable that we're able to inspect everything properly. And if it needs any work, we can do that for you. And we'll make everybody feel really good about that.
If you show us you're taking care of your jewelry, we're more than happy to take care of you.
Yeah, because what happens, I mean, once the jewelry really gets a little more scuffed up, I mean, the dirt's going to get behind, you know, the stones and the diamonds and things like that. And so what we're able to do also here is use our powerful ultrasonic cleaner, which is really,
Help get into those little
it gets into those
nooks and
spots.
crannies you can't get. Another little note, which is slightly off topic, for some of the jewelry, yet somehow it just doesn't seem right because there's so many nicks and cuts or scrapes and whatnot. Bring it in. We can polish it. We can do an even bigger cleaning. There is sometimes a small cost depending on how much we have to clean, but it's usually just a few dollars.
Yeah.
But just, if you need that one extra step, we can do a super clean. We can polish it. We can make it look floor room quality again too.
Yeah.
So there's many levels of cleaning that even if these just don't cut it, we know what to do.
And John, I think you were showing a little B-roll. And it really is just a little bit of lemon ammonia, hotter water, and that thing vibrates like the
drop
daylights.
of Dawn soap in there too.
And I guess then we can take it out. Again, if you've been in the store, you've heard Joe yell,
"Steamer!" because
we don't want to scare you, because cleans things, gives them a really beautiful bright shine.
Yep. Oh yeah. A lot of people are like, "What was that?" And we're like, "Hot water." Whoa!
All right, let's talk about the mistakes that people make when it comes to mistreating their jewelry. What is public enemy number one? If you've been here, you've heard Don preach about it. Public enemy number one for your jewelry, your gold carat jewelry.
Bleach.
Yeah. Chlorine.
Chlorine bleach.
Chlorine. Chlorine won't affect the gold necessarily, but all gold, 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat gold, is mixed with an alloy, usually yellow gold, copper. Well, guess what? Take a couple of brand new shiny pennies, put them in a little dish and some Clorox bleach or whatever, and you're going to see that copper dissolve pretty darn quickly.
Yeah. And
now all you're left is with the zinc from the penny. So, yeah.
And it's not just chlorine too. Hot water, like hot tubs, are even worse, especially since they now use, I think it's bromide, which is even more corrosive than the bleach. But it's all the same thing. So you definitely want to avoid.
Just avoid chlorine. The swimming pool, the hot tub. Doing laundry, you're shoving your hands in the laundry, and you've got the bleach in there because it's the tidy whities and stuff like that. Things to be careful of. And also, even though this has nothing to do with chlorine, try and remember to take your jewelry off at night. Or you're rolling around, it's going to maybe, over time, snag or catch or wear the prongs and things like that. So that's a little bonus tip. Okay. If we really want to go top notch, bring your jewelry into the showroom. We'll ultrasonic it. We'll steam it. But what else can we do here?
That polishing I was talking about, we actually have a buffing wheel. And one of us, Rick, or even our goldsmith, they'll sit there and they will get rid of those scratches. They will help get into those little nooks and crannies and whatnot that a toothbrush might not always get, that one of these cloths might not always get. But that's for that kind of jewelry where you're still cleaning it, but it kind of lost that luster because it's just been so worn and scratched and nicked. Bring that in. We can make that like a mirror polish. We can make it look like it's brand new, straight off the floor again. So there's so many levels of cleaning we can do for you. Yeah,
no doubt about it. All right, 2 more quickie trivia questions, and we're going to give away that gold Tweety bird, and I think we're going to wrap it up because we're already gone 25 minutes. Holy cats!
All right.
All right, quickie, another one. Introduced in 1958, what famous TV commercial character represented the Procter & Gamble household cleaning products line.
For bragging rights.
For bragging rights only, who was that guy?
Oh, everybody knows that guy. Oh, everybody's seen that guy. Everybody's been that guy for Halloween.
Wait, I've got a really good clue. He looks kind of like me.
And we've mentioned his name, per se, a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
A couple times.
There it is, Pat.
Pat.
Pat Okonczak says, Mr. Clean, you're
That's
absolutely right. The king of Procter & Gamble. And he's been around since 58, so that's 64 years. That means, you know what? I was born in 1958. I am as old as Mr. Clean. That's why I guess I look like him, right? All right, last one. What is the company that introduced it? Now everybody knows it as Scrubbing Bubbles. Scrubbing Bubbles. But originally it was used for a bathroom cleaner. What company? It was something bathroom cleaner. What was the name of that corporation? Obviously, it wasn't Procter & Gamble. It wasn't Johnson & Johnson.
It was the original version.
It was something bathroom cleaner with scrubbing bubbles. And then everybody just got used to calling it Scrubbing Bubbles. So I guess that's what they call it now. But it still was created by it's a three-letter word, chemical company, the three-letter word chemical company. Anybody get it yet? If not, I won't take too long. If nobody answers it, I'll give it away in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Come on, there's got to be people that have been cleaning out there for decades.
There it is, Pat. Dow Chemical.
Wow,
It was
Pat.
Dow bathroom cleaner with scrubbing bubbles. And Dow finally said, let's just call it Scrubbing Bubbles. What the heck? All right. Hopefully you've had a lot of fun learning about cleaning your jewelry at home. We encourage you to bring it in here to the showroom. We'll clean it for you for free, inspect it, and we loved having you with us this week. So, Joe, let's make sure we can get Don and Rick back from Washington, D.C., where they're helping negotiate that debt ceiling or whatever it is that they're doing. And we'll see you next week on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Thanks.
All right. See you, folks.